Yo, Darius Britt here. So today we're talking about overacting. Overacting. So one of the most common problems for actors to have is to indicate emotions or show us emotions. Instead of just feeling the moment, the actor shows us gestures or physical expressions to let us know that he or she is feeling something. And what you end up with is very cliched physical expressions. It's pretty much overacting. There are two main problems with indicating. One, it looks like bad acting. And two, you're spoon-feeding the audience information. You're basically pandering to the audience. And when you do that, they will hate you for it. Audiences are smart. They can put two and two together without you filling in the blanks for them. So as an actor, you don't want to get caught up in trying to tell the story to them. You just want to be in the moment. So there are three areas where we usually see indicating. Number one, when the actor gets caught trying to create an emotion. As humans, we can't create raw emotion from nothing, and we can't choose how we feel. You need something to react to, something to stimulate you. When you get caught trying to create raw emotion from absolutely nothing, you end up with indicating. Number two, when actors don't listen to each other, we usually see indicating. There's nothing like seeing two actors acting up a storm in a scene, putting their best foot first, and neither one of them is actually listening to each other or reacting to each other. They're just waiting to say lines. Indicating ensues. The actor may not have the experience or the training to just trust in the moment and just honestly react to things, simply without putting a whole lot of extra oomph on it. So some ways to avoid indicating. Well, one is do whatever you're doing. And this may seem simple, but you'll be surprised at how many people don't do whatever they're doing. If in a scene you're supposed to look out of a window, actually look out of the window. Don't show me that you're looking out of the window. Actually look out of it. There is the tendency for the actor to show us the actor doing whatever they're supposed to do instead of just doing it. If you're reading a book, don't show me that you're reading the book. Actually read the book. Just make sure your actor is actually doing whatever they're supposed to be doing. Two, make sure that your actors are actually listening to each other. If they're actually listening and reacting to each other as opposed to just waiting for their cues to say lines, then their performance will actually change slightly from take to take. This alone will reduce a lot of the overacting and a lot of the indicating. And three, be on the lookout for your actors playing the ends of scenes. For example, a boyfriend-girlfriend breakup scene. As soon as the actor hears the breakup line, the tendency is they instantly start falling apart and showing the audience how distressed they are about how they just got broken up with. This is kind of playing the end or the result of the scene because we want the audience to be upset about the breakup, and they will if they've been following along and they're truly invested in the characters, but the actors don't have to. The actor's only responsibility is to hear the line, take in the moment, make sure they heard what they thought they heard, and then react honestly to it. It doesn't have to be anything big. There doesn't have to be any actorish pyrotechnics. They just have to surrender to the moment and act honestly. They don't have to tell the story to the audience. Most of the time in real life, when you break up with somebody, there's a moment of shock. You internalize what you thought you heard first. You don't just automatically start reacting and falling apart. First, you make sure that you heard what you thought you heard. Wow, did this really happen? Did he really say what I thought he said? And oftentimes people, when they get broken up, they don't react at all. Or they react in ways that you don't expect them to. And number four, encourage your actors to keep it simple and keep it honest. We don't need any big actors, pyrotechnics, we don't need any Oscar-winning performances. Just reassure them and let them know that their only responsibility is to react to what the other actor is giving them and trust that they don't have to do any more than that.